San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Colorado State Rams and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Roadrunners will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now,
maybe some room here. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Into the end zone for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And it's the Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Bounced off his feet.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Finds his target down the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Wilson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Running inside, it's Henderson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th, the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Brown. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rams decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wants to change this route. run inside. It's Henderson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's McCown. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Finding some room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with intercepted, and the defense has set them up.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
The inside handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Complete out left to Wilson. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Headed outside for the line. It's Henderson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Mosley. Push down for the tackle.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quarterback will keep it. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the 1st.
The Rams are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Brown. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Rams want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
3rd and short now from their own 48. On his feet at the 40. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. 1st down, right back to Brown.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The run inside. It's Henderson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's McCown. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 17 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the home squad in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. Got his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He goes right back to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Running inside. It's Henderson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on you.
Snared on the right sideline, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
Sends it back in motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Holds it in on the left. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Henderson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Can't get him to the ground. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll give it to Brown. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Rams come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop in this defense, and they get the ball back.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. Maybe a crease. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll send the back in motion. Give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Running inside, it's Henderson. Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll ride the hot hand. Past the 45. Off and running. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Roadrunners! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Pulls it in down the middle. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back to throw, it's McCown. Complete, out left to Wilson. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And it's the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Henderson. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Catch is made at the 15. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The offense coughs it up. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Rushes on him. Unleashes one deep. And he hauls it in the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to adjust the pattern. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air, it's McCown. Bears the pressure. He's taking the deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.